Here's one of our favorite clips from Neighborly Discourse with Billy and Steve.
Uh, did you see? Did you read what was happening on the border? With first of all, you know how bad it is in the border, right? I don't know. Do you really know how bad it is?
I know it's bad.
Okay, so when they're talking about like five figures, 10, 12,000 coming in every day that they have to apprehend every day, and not to mention the 4 or 5 that they miss out on, and they're expecting that number to balloon up to like 18, to crest at around 18, 19,000.
Yeah.
Now that Title 42 is gone. So the governor of Texas, he initiated a.
Oh yeah, he chartered a bunch of buses and he's bringing them to D.C.
Well, that's beautiful. We could talk about that.
I can't wait. I love that.
I mean, so did you hear any pushback on that?
No.
Like because I know DeSantis said the same thing about sending him to Delaware, but I don't know if he ever did that.
I don't know.
Did you? Okay, so
But I'm all for that. That's a great idea.
Yeah, drop them off on D.C. and see how they like it. But no, what they're doing is they're saying, okay, the federal government basically got us. We can't do anything. So what we're gonna do, and what they've been doing since last week, is they're instituting searches on every truck coming into the United States.
Yeah.
So that means now it's taking up to 4 hours for a truck. Once they pay their last toll leaving Mexico, it's taking them 4 hours to cross the border, which literally is like a few hundred yards away.
Yeah.
It's taking them 4 hours to go the few hundred yards, which is causing a backload, and so goods are not getting to the market.
Yeah.
So what I read today said like they only can probably do this for another week before one of the presidents are going to say, yo, enough is enough. So either Biden is going to sue and saying like they got to stop this because they're messing with our interstate commerce. I don't know what you call that, but our international commerce, and they don't have any right to do that. Or the president of Mexico is going to say, okay, we relent. Well, we'll stop these people from coming, but let our trucks through. So one of these two things is going to happen with another week.
Hopefully it pans
I hope
out.
it works. I was like, man, that's pretty inventive, man.
You have to, man, because the Bidens and them, they don't care about what's going on. Like they're happy it's in Texas. Like I imagine if it was like a liberal state down there, they'd probably do a little more to help it out. But they want to overrun Texas and screw those people, and then send them to everywhere else. I mean, they're sending them here. They're sending them all to the Democratic state or to the Republican state. They're hitting California and New York also. They're lost cause states. But for the most part.
Think about this for a second. For like a place like California, you made a point that they're not, and I just want to explain it a little bit better, and that is these guys aren't coming to their backyards. Mm-hmm. Literally, not necessarily their state.
Yeah.
But I live in this gated community.
Yeah.
And I have a 3-mile circumference of ecstasy. These guys aren't touching that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not going where they live.
My 3 feet of space is not being touched. So I don't care what's happening out there. So it could be crazy. It could be the Wild Wild West. Don't care at all.
They're out of touch.
Not phasing me at all. I got a chauffeur who drives me from place to place. I'm not experiencing that at all. That's number one. Number two, places like California or just states in general, when they do the census, I don't know if you realize this, because Jeff is the one that taught me this. When they do the census and they allocate house seats, they're not allocating house seats based on citizens. They're allocating house seats based on population.
Yeah.
So a place like California, who's now losing people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're trying to
replace those people. So they don't care. Give us, we'll take another couple of million, 2 or 3 million, so we can get our house seat back. So they truly, truly, truly don't care. They do not care.
Yeah, we touched on that in 62. Your vote, you're nothing else. Your life, the people in your world that you have, that you deal with, you matter to them and they matter to you. To these people, to the politicians, the Bidens, you are nobody. The most you are, the best you could be, is a number on a sheet of paper for a vote, yes or no, for Democrat.
Yes.
Other than that, you're trash to them.
And I relate this back to Haiti, and I'll do it over and over and over and over again. I relate it back to Haiti. They absolutely do not care. The elite in Haiti do not care.
Yeah.
Because they're living a life. There are people in Haiti that are living a lifestyle that are better, that are comparable, if not better, than the elites that live here in the United States. And you can look at me like, what? That poor country? Are you crazy? That island? Man. I'm telling you, yes. Without exception, because they own the politicians, they own the police force, they own everything. There's nothing they can do that can get them in trouble.
Yeah,
they could do a coup on the president and get away with it.
We talk about China all the time because that's like the biggest one, but the model is across the country, across the world, the Bidens, these people, they want that they're in charge. They're so rich that everyone caters to them. They have their own police force. They live where they want to live. They force people to do what they want to do. They're above the law in truly any way, shape, and form. This is what they want. And we point to China, but Haiti's a great example. That's what most of these poor countries have, the rich among rich among rich, and everyone else is just stepping stones. It's out.